Serotonin syndrome, also known as serotonin toxicity, is a life-threatening condition in which a patient has excessively high levels of serotonin. It is usually caused by medications, drug interactions, accidental or intentional overdose, recreational drug use, or some herbal supplements. Using two or more drugs that have different mechanisms of increasing serotonin is a major risk factor for developing serotonin syndrome. Serotonin is found in the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, in platelets and blood vessels. In the CNS, serotonin is a neurotransmitter regulating mood, cognition, thermoregulation, and the sleep-wake cycle, and it has many other functions. Peripherally, it is a signaling molecule found mostly in the GI tract, where it controls gut motility. In the bloodstream, serotonin is stored in platelets, where it plays roles in clot formation and vasoconstriction after injury. There are three mechanisms by which serotonin levels can become high. First, no reuptake by presynaptic neurons. Second, no breakdown of serotonin. Third, release of serotonin from presynaptic neurons. As a result, there's a lot of serotonin in the synapse, eventually leading to all receptors being occupied. Serotonin can bind to many receptors, but the 5-HT2A receptors are the most serious and potentially fatal. But the 5-HT1A receptors are the main ones involved and produce milder symptoms. Medications that block these receptors and prevent serotonin from binding can be life-saving. We will discuss these medications in the management section later. For clinical, serotonin toxicity has a classic triad. Too much serotonin makes nerves fire too much, causing three main body systems to go into overdrive. First is neuromuscular excitability, leading to clonus, myoclonus, hyperreflexia, and rigidity. Clonus is involuntary rhythmic muscle contractions, and myoclonus presents as muscle twitching and tremors. Second, the autonomic system, which controls involuntary body functions, becomes dysregulated, resulting in sweating, tachycardia, hypertension, high temperature, and mydriasis or dilated pupils. Third, altered mental status presents as delirium and agitation. As a result of hyperthermia, seizures and rhabdomyolysis may occur, leading to acute kidney injury, which can then progress to disseminated intravascular coagulation. The diagnosis is clinical and can be made based on the Hunter serotonin toxicity criteria, which involve the use of at least one serotonergic medication plus any of the following: spontaneous clonus, inducible clonus, or ocular clonus plus one or more of the following: agitation, sweating, hypertonia, and a high temperature, tremor, and hyperreflexia. Investigations may be done, especially to assess for complications. Management involves stopping all causative medications and providing supportive care, such as oxygen or IV fluids. Symptom-specific management is also important. For example, if there is agitation and excessive muscle activity, benzodiazepines can be given. Cooling measures are used for hyperthermia, and so on. For moderate to severe or refractory cases, cyproheptadine can be used. It blocks the 5-HT2A receptor, preventing serotonin from binding and thereby reducing overstimulation. If you have any feedback or ideas to help us improve the channel, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.